The Myrtle Beach Area Chamber is always bragging on the area's great weather, but today it's icy. What's it all about? You'll find out coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at Myrtle Beach Lighting. We're focused on the inaugural ICE Awards, and we're visiting with the evening's MC, Mel Tillar. Good morning, Mel.
Greg, how are you?
Thanks so much for being with us this morning.
My pleasure. Always great seeing you, and always great spending some time with you.
It is. You know, the last two times we were together in the studio over at the Herald, over on the former Air Force Base. Now we're a little south of the former Air Base. And I think at those times you were originally talking about your professional speaking, your motivational speaking, and then the last time about the Horry County or the American Red Cross and the Heroes campaign.
That's right.
I think the black tie event that y'all were hosting in the summertime. So it's fascinating. Almost 2 years now. I'm sorry to put you on the spot. I wasn't even thinking about it until remembering that the third time's the charm. Great to have you back.
Well, it's great being with you.
And, of course, I know for sure in the past you never talked about the ICE Awards.
I have never talked about the ICE Awards. This is a new event for the area. We are extremely excited about it. Everybody, the first thing everybody asks me is, say, ICE, that's a real cool name. What does it mean?
Yeah.
So that stands for Impeccable Customer Experience.
Impeccable Customer Experience.
Impeccable Customer Experience. You know, Myrtle Beach is a world-class destination.
Oh, yeah.
And that's one of the things I talk a lot about when I work with staffs and companies and so forth.
All over the country.
All over the country and so forth. And we always want to let people know that Myrtle Beach is a world-class destination. Mm-hmm. One of the nuances of building a world-class destination is customer service. Mm-hmm. And so we've decided, along with the Chamber of Commerce, who is putting this on, we were sitting around and we thought that, hey, we need to celebrate those individuals who deliver world-class customer service here on the Grand Strand and in the Myrtle Beach area. Mm-hmm. And so that's what we're going to do at the ICE Awards.
And they're actually next Thursday.
They're going to be on January 18th.
Getting close.
January 18th at the House of Blues.
Right.
From 6 until 10 p.m.
Right.
Doors open at 6, and the show starts at 7:30. We want everybody to get there early. Going to have cocktails starting at 6. It's going to be extremely entertaining. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a great party. We want everybody to come out and have a lot of fun with us.
And I saw the tickets were very reasonably priced. Folks could still buy them, I think, through this Friday or even the first of next week. So there's still an opportunity for folks to call a number to get tickets, as well as a dinner and open bar that night from 6 to 10.
Yes, heavy hors d'oeuvres, open bar. You can go to the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber website, which is myrtlebeachareachamber.com. Please go there, and you can order tickets, or you can call the chamber and register there, and you'll be able to pick up your tickets there and come on in and have a good time with us. It's going to be a great night, very entertaining night. We have Entrance that is going to be playing that night. That's the House of Blues' house band.
Yeah, the House of Blues house band.
Yeah, man, they do a great job. A lot of fun with those guys. And we're going to have a dance troupe called the Ice Girls. And
really?
They're going to
just be there for that.
They're going to be fantastic. Lots of surprises. We're going to model this after the Academy Awards show.
Is that right? It'll be a red carpet affair.
Going to be a red carpet. There'll be limousines. There'll be the paparazzi.
How do I get in a limo?
So we're going to have some unique experiences for those who come out and join us.
That's tremendous, Mel. And of course, I saw it's not only not only business, but also individuals. I think you've got 20 or 10 categories and 20 sets of finalists right now?
That's right. We're going to give this award to the businesses, of course, but, it's the individuals that really make it click.
Right.
And so we want to recognize those individuals who deliver that world-class service. Because it's the individual who puts a smile on his face. It's the individual who reaches out and shakes a hand. And it's the individual who makes the person feel good and feel like, hey, I'm very welcome here, and I want to come back here. And so we want to recognize those folks. And we have some people on the Grand Strand who are just sensational at that. And one of the things that we're going to do is show the world how important customer service is to us here on the Grand Strand.
You know, it's so fascinating. Yesterday morning, Jay Rowe, who's a professor of hospitality and tourism management at Horry Georgetown Tech, was with us, and he was talking about those three basic things that everyone in all of his classes, whether it's hotel management or international etiquette, it's that basic warm welcome, get the business done, and a warm farewell. And it's those simple things that, whether it's taught by the Ritz-Carlton or taught by motivational and professional speakers like yourself, or even encouraged by the Chamber of Commerce, those are things that have to be done from everyone. Tomorrow morning, we've got a store manager from Walmart in, and it's his many associates that are encouraged to do the exact same things because so many folks are welcome to the area by who knows who.
Absolutely. See, quality elements don't change. You want to do whatever it is that you do, you want to do it in a friendly way. People always respond to a smile. They always respond to an individual doing what they do in an efficient manner, and they always respond to an individual doing that in a timely manner. So these things are very simple. They are very fundamental. However, it takes a lot of concentration. It takes a lot of work and that sort of thing in order to get that down. And so when a company is able to insinuate that into their culture, it is a very, very big deal because we go into many places of businesses throughout the country, and we find sometimes, as soon as you walk in, you can tell whether or not the customer service is great or is poor or somewhere in the middle.
Right. Mel, are you originally from the area?
No, actually, I'm from Virginia.
I remember that, of course. But for viewers who hadn't seen you in the past, is it Emporia?
Emporia, Virginia, yes.
It's a sign folks would have seen traveling up either 85 or 95.
95,
many times.
Yeah.
That's right. If they were heading to D.C. or up to New York or otherwise, they've seen Emporia, Virginia. What brought you to the Palmetto State?
Well, I was in the Marine Corps, and when I retired, I moved down to Parris Island, South Carolina.
Sure.
And then from Beaufort, I moved here.
Moved up the coastline.
Moved up the coast a little bit. There was a little bit more happening in Myrtle Beach than there was in Beaufort at the time. So I decided to move to Myrtle Beach, and Myrtle Beach has been my home since about 2000, and really enjoying it.
Absolutely, and you've gotten pretty involved. You've gotten very involved in the community at a pretty fast pace.
Yeah, I like Myrtle Beach a great deal. I often say that Myrtle Beach is my town now, and I'm involved in a lot of the businesses and so forth. A lot of the charities. I'm on the board of. I've been on the board of the Optimist Club, and on the board of the American Red Cross, and on the board of the Art Museum, and so forth. And
Is that right? Great.
So I've worked some with the Hardball, and so I try to stay busy. You know, we all have to give back, and you know a lot about that. You do an awful lot for the community, and those of us around town who are aware of what you do really appreciate all of it.
That's very kind, but there are a whole lot of folks around me that enable that to happen, Mel. As you know, and of course, tomorrow the Herald will be out, and every week comes very fast, trying to get ready for another week of getting the Herald out. Today's like today. Later this morning, we'll be proofreading to try to get ready for tomorrow's issue to come out. So it's amazing. A lot happens every week around here.
Yeah, it really is amazing. We have a lot of great people in this town who work very hard to make the Grand Strand a great place to live. I continue to be amazed at people like you and Brad Dean at the Chamber who do so much to make Myrtle Beach just a fantastic place to live.
As Brad says, to live, work, and play. We've heard that phrase. I don't know if he's the only one at the Chamber. He and Diana probably both, but those are a couple of great words that stick in people's mind: to live, work, and play.
It really is. It really is fantastic. You know, and living here. Those people who've lived here for long periods of time sometimes don't realize the world-class qualities that we have here. But this is a fantastic place to be.
What prompted the ICE Awards, kicking off the inaugural ICE Awards? I mean, when you think about that, obviously recognizing impeccable customer experience.
Yes.
But as to why it would kick off this year, I mean, what made it? They finally. I mean, it just been something they've been thinking about for a long time.
Well, it's time. You know, I've been doing a lot of work with the chamber and with their staff, leadership programs, and that sort of thing. And several years ago, we talked about something of this nature, and now it's about time. Initially, when I started talking about Myrtle Beach being a world-class destination, there was some skepticism, and people would go, world-class, oh, well, we're not quite like Paris, and we're not like New York and those kinds of things. And no, we're not. We are different. This is an exceptional place. This is a unique place. We have that magnificent ocean, the oceanfront, the shopping, the entertainment, and all of that. I mean, it is a unique experience to come here to Myrtle Beach. And as people start understanding how special the place is and what kind of world-class destination this is, it just kind of evolved that now we're starting to get to what I like to call the nuances of the game. What are those small things? What are those things that you might not think about right away that really make the difference? And it's that one-on-one. It's that taxi cab guy. It's that person standing behind the counter. It's the person that you meet and ask for directions and so forth. So what we're going to do with the ICE Awards is we're going to raise the bar of customer service, and we're going to get everybody in the Grand Strand, whether you were involved in business or not. We're going to get everybody aware of how important customer service is to our economy and the quality of life here on the Grand Strand.
In the phone number, 916-7318. 916, that's the phone number folks would call if they don't have internet access and they still want to buy tickets.
Yes, they can call that phone number, they can stop by the chamber, or they can go to the internet and come on by that night, and we are going to have a great time, I promise.
It's just 8 days away. You know, when you begin thinking about how that time passes, what are some of the things you'll be doing, Mel, between now and next Thursday to try to get ready for that big night? You're the MC, the host for that evening.
I'm going to be hosting the evening. There are a lot of people working behind the scenes and so forth. I'm going to be asking a lot of questions, just trying to make sure that everything is going as it should be going. I'll be out a lot talking to people like yourself. I'll be out at a number of the civic organizations and Rotaries and that sort of thing, and talking about the event and just kind of spreading the word and letting everybody know what we're doing, why we're doing it, and how important it is, and why people on the Grand Strand should be really happy and proud that we're doing this, and how important this is to what it is that what we do around here, and it is significant that when a community decides to do something of this nature, it says a great deal about who that community is, and we continue to do things around here and say things around here that let people know that this is a world-class destination.
Absolutely. You know, interestingly, it ties into a great word that's commonly associated with you, Mel. You know what that word is? Starts with an E, ends with a Y, and that trademark phrase, the extraordinary way.
The extraordinary way.
It is so exciting. The ICE Awards look like a common, maybe that's why they talk to you about being the host for the evening, because it ties in so well, and you're out on a regular basis spreading the word of the extraordinary way. How do folks get in touch with you for that, to get out to come speak to their companies, Mel?
Well, come to my website. It's meltillar.com, www.meltillar.com. I'd love to come out and speak to your companies. I do a lot of speaking around the country. We focus on leadership, staff development, and customer service. Have a lot of fun with that. Done a lot of research about that over the years. We say the extraordinary way, how to achieve extraordinary results. It's not an accident. Those who achieve extraordinary results do so because they do certain things a certain way. And so what we do is we talk about those things that they do, how they do them, and that it is purely mathematical. When you do certain things in the right way, you're going to achieve extraordinary results, and we help people achieve those results.
Where did you learn all this, Mel? Is this something that you picked up? Obviously, it's some of that's almost secretive because it takes a while. I mean, it's not just stuff you pick up along the way. Is it stuff you picked up early in life?
Well, clearly, it takes a lot of research, but I think a lot of it had to do with my time in the Marine Corps. That whole organization, that whole culture is about being exceptional. It's about being extraordinary, adapting and overcoming, not taking no for an answer, not accepting any excuse for not performing and that sort of thing. And I just became fascinated with this question. Okay, why is it that some people make it in such an exceptional way, in such an extraordinary way, and other people look just as good, okay, they're just as smart, they have the same kind of education and so forth, but they don't seem to have what it takes to make it in that extraordinary manner, and there must be an answer. And so I did a lot of research.
You know the answer.
I know the answer.
I'll pay you for that. Yeah,
I know the answer, and so I'm having a lot of fun as I go around the country now. And so I work with individuals, I work with companies, I help a lot of people develop their staff. Did that with Brad and his folks at
Myrtle Beach Area Chamber.
Myrtle Beach Area Chamber. Had a great time with them, and still doing a lot of work with them. So it's a lot of fun. And it was
to let folks know in on the secret.
I'll tell you, when you're doing that sort of thing and you explain it, and all of a sudden you see the light go on in people's eyes, it's absolutely priceless.
Yeah. There's a guy out in Vegas, David D'Angelo, who's a dating coach. A thing called Double Your Dating, and it's fascinating when you hear him talking. And of course, I'm always interested when you hear folks
like you need you need some help, right?
Folks talk about opportunities, and it's something that just seems so commonsensical to some is actually a hidden thing to others, something people can't even imagine.
It's really wonderful, because when I tell people how to do it, they'll just go, wow.
Yeah.
And you can tell that they feel it right in the center of their body. They can feel it, they hear it, and they know that it's truth, and they go, wow. I just never thought of it that way. And so when you put things together like this, they have to be simple, and you have to be able to explain it quickly and so forth. But typically, it's just something that people don't tend to think about. And so we have these programs, and we put them together, and so we facilitate people achieving extraordinary results.
I think I saw it in a piece Joyce Armour done on you in an old magazine, Coastal Carolina Business Journal, a piece on you where she had highlighted, I think your public speaking began at age 4.
Yes,
a poem that your mother had taught you or had given you a copy of, which was exciting.
Yeah, Mom is a great public speaker and taught me at age 4 how to deliver a speech. And since then, I really haven't had any other speech coaches or anything of that nature.
Is that right? She was the kickoff.
She was a kickoff, and it was a very interesting thing. I gave my first speech in church, and all of a sudden I noticed that I just had everybody, and what they said was, that the church became so quiet that you could hear a pin drop.
Oh, wow!
Afterwards, people started applauding. They gave me a standing ovation. After the services, everybody came up, they're patting me on the head and that sort of thing. And I said, I might have something here.
I like that.
That's not bad.
Wow. So not getting all those jitters and getting all or do you still even get a little jittery when you're getting in front of a big crowd? And maybe that's expected.
Well, there are always some jitters.
Right.
But what I started doing was just thinking about how grateful I was, and how fortunate I was to have this gig, and how fortunate I was to be able to stand in front of this group of people and impart this great knowledge that I've researched. And when you think of it in that way, you just kind of go out and you have fun. And so one of the things I do, I'm always grateful. I go through all of the do's and don'ts that they say that speakers are supposed to do and not do and so forth. And at the very end, I relax and I just say, well, just be Mel. And I go out and I do my thing and I have fun. And it tends to turn out all right.
I love it, Mel. I want to get we've only got a couple of minutes, so I want to get into the ICE Awards. I'd like to talk about your band officer experience, but I think we're going to run out of time. we'll have to get you back another time to get back into that. And the experience of being in the military, particularly, I think you shared with me earlier on when you joined the Marine Corps,
yes,
there were no black band officers. And by the time you became an officer, you were the third in the history of the Marine Corps, which is a big coup, particularly with the 10 traveling bands, the one main band there in D.C., and the experiences of representing the American government or the Marine Corps worldwide. I think some of the exciting people I saw you play with, President Reagan, the king of
Tonga.
Tonga, yeah.
Yes.
And you've obviously been in front of some tight situations there.
And don't forget that we performed with the Rockettes in Australia.
In Australia,
yes.
yes.
The guys in the band really enjoyed that.
I bet. I think I saw in that same piece from Joyce that the Rockettes may not have done it for them, but when you started playing some of the old Australian songs, that it really brought the house down.
Yes. It was a wonderful experience. The Rockettes were a little bit sophisticated,
right?
For that
the Australian
that
farmers.
That's right. Yeah, and we had the opportunity to study the audience, and so we knew exactly what material that they would respond to, and so we had a great time, and really had a great time interacting and meeting the Rockettes and so forth, and it was fabulous. We opened up the NBA Hall of Fame.
Is that right?
Opened up Aloha Stadium. So we had some tremendous experiences there, traveling worldwide. And as you say, it's really quite exciting, honor, and humbling to represent the United States of America in foreign countries. And we had a chance to do that in Korea, Japan, Australia, and a number of other places.
I bet that was humbling.
It was a fantastic experience. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's I think 10 categories I saw for the ICE Awards. We just got a couple of minutes, and again, folks can call the 916-7318 number, or I think you said they could go to myrtlebeachareachamber.com to see what those 10 are. They could even see now the 3 finalists in each of the 10 categories.
Absolutely.
In both business. So there's 60 folks now?
Yes.
Business and individuals that have gotten letters saying you're a finalist in one of these 10 categories.
They're going to be there, and they are excited. You listen, to make this list, it is a big deal, especially making the inaugural list.
Absolutely.
To be the first. There's nothing like it.
I love it. You got some big sponsors. I think I saw Understanding Corporation,
Chapel
Hill software company, which is very exciting, and some other great sponsors, News 13 and HTC, a whole flurry of them.
Suncom, the whole business community has gotten behind us, and we are just excited that the business community is very excited about this. Of course, the business community is going to benefit from this greatly, but so will everybody on the Grand Strand. This is something that we all need to be involved in. I had a friend who recently visited Bermuda, and she was saying that when they would go around and just ask the ordinary guy on the street for directions and that sort of thing, people would thank them for coming, and they would say, "Hey, come back," and they were very friendly and very gracious and that sort of thing. And people sometimes don't realize that when they meet tourists, just walking around in a store, just bumping into people and so forth, it makes an impression. That's what we're going to do. We're going to raise the bar and let everybody know how important customer service is.
Impeccable customer experience.
Impeccable customer service experience.
I love it. I love it. Mel, thanks so much for being with us this morning. We will get you back another time.
I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Stay tuned to more Carolina People with Mel Tillar coming up next. I wanted to ask Mel if he wasn't currently a professional speaker or motivator, what he'd be doing, but we didn't. We ran out of time. We're going to have to get him back another time. But we did get to talk to him about the inaugural ICE Awards next Thursday, January 18th, the House of Blues, 6 to 10. You can still get a ticket, I think. You better call today, though. Today, Wednesday. You better give him a ring, 916-7318. That's area code 843-916-7318. There's a great thing about inaugural events. You can be there to kick off, to see this Academy Awards-type ceremony. Understanding Corporation and so many others welcome you to be there. Obviously, Mel joining in with the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce and the Hospitality Association. Get out there next Thursday night, House of Blues. Give them a call.